Samoa is a hidden gem in the remote Pacific region with so much to explore. From the world-class beaches to the tropical rainforest, here are the 9 best things to do in Samoa. Be sure to stay until the end because we'll reveal a lesser-known attraction many tourists often miss. Number 9. Cool off at Lalomanu Beach. Of course, locals and tourists have a lot to enjoy at Lalomanu Beach on Upolu Island, as it is one of the best spots to enjoy some relaxation time with as much privacy as possible. Feel free to bask in the sun here, surrounded by beautiful palm trees and brightly colored falaise. This is also a perfect spot for a game of beach cricket, and the Azure Ocean is available for you to cool off after a long and rewarding game. Well, beach cricket is not the only game you can engage in on Lalomanu Beach. There's also room for snorkelers to get first-hand breathtaking views of the diverse tropical marine creatures in the surrounding lagoon. You will surely enjoy the soothing surroundings lulled by the gentle swoosh of the ocean waves. Number 8. View the marvelous Alofaaga blowholes. Nature is truly beautiful, and you get to witness this firsthand on the island of Savae, which is home to some of the best natural attractions you can find in Samoa. Usually 2 ferries run between the islands about 3 times daily, and you can catch one to the Alofaaga blowholes on the southwest coast if your timing is right. Indeed, a good blowhole is a mountain of fun, especially when you end up screaming happily as the tidal sensations go off. This almost childlike fun can only be found when you scream at blowholes in Samoa. Of course, you already know that blowholes are a result of the seawater getting pushed through a hole with a huge tidal force, which makes it look like a jet of water shooting high into the skies. Surely your experience here will leave you yearning for more. Number 7. Swim in the To Sua Ocean Trench. This activity is definitely not for the faint-hearted, but if you're looking for the wow factor, then you can rest assured that the To Sua Ocean Trench has that in bucket loads. Known as one of the most beautiful spots in Samoa, this could also easily pass for one of the most heart-stopping activities you will ever engage in, as you'll have to jump into a sinkhole. This giant sinkhole contains extremely clear turquoise water and is 30 meters deep. Well, if you're not brave enough to jump right into the water, you can choose to climb down the sturdy wooden ladder instead. Whichever option you choose, it's already clear that this activity is for the brave and strong. You can end the day with a walk around the rock pools, sitting at the edge of the ocean to clear your mind and enjoy amazing views. Number 6. Explore the Afu Aau waterfall. You can bet that there's no better getaway spot around here than the soothing environment that makes up the Afu Aau waterfall, and the ambience that comes with sitting quietly while you're surrounded by the sound of the waterfall hitting the ground can be very addictive. Of course, the azure lagoons and white sand beaches are definitely tempting, but this waterfall surrounded with lush rainforest provides the perfect respite from the tropical heat that is the main feature of Samoa. Surely you want to experience what it feels like to be here. To enjoy the cooling effect here, don't forget to take a quick dive into the crystal clear pools that form right under the waterfall. Number 5. Snorkel in the reefs of Savae Beach. If you want to experience some water adventure, then you should go snorkeling at the Savae Beach in Samoa. All you have to do is step into the water, which is just waist deep, and you can view some of the best coral you have ever seen. Of course, the vitality and vibrancy of the marine life in Samoa are just on another level, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity to experience it. Luckily, almost everywhere on this coastline are reefs, and the best snorkeling experiences are just a few meters out on the beach. Apart from the amazing snorkeling experience, you might be lucky enough to get a glimpse of 2 special turtle species, and you won't forget the experience in a hurry. So how much does this cost? Well, if you go along with your snorkeling gear, you don't have to pay a dime. However, if you would rather rent, it's quite cheap and you won't put a dent in your budget. By the way, if you want to learn how to save money on airfares, then click the link in the description below. This guide will teach you how to always get the cheapest flights. Number 4. Go back in time at the Robert Louis Stevenson Museum. Ever read the book Treasure Island? Well, this might come as a shock, but the author, Robert Louis Stevenson, actually lived all his life and eventually died in Samoa. Of course, you didn't see that coming. Well, there's another thing you did not expect to find here, and it's the fact that this top-notch writer built a grand old home in Samoa because he fell in love with this Pacific paradise and wanted a place to chill out with his close family and friends. Thankfully, despite the fact that he's no longer here with us, his plantation-style residence has never been more alive. Today, it's known as the Robert Louis Stevenson Museum, which documents the incredible life of the owner, including some historical pictures that came right out of his pleasant time on the island. However, you will have to pay a little amount before you can go inside. Number 3. Spot whales while on a ferry. If you're on a ferry and visiting Samoa during the times when they love to pop their heads once in a while, then you have the chance of getting up close and personal with a whale. Indeed, getting on a ferry in Samoa is not just about going on a good trip from one place to another, as it often offers much more unique experiences. Even local ferries that transport cargo, passengers, and sometimes vehicles between different islands can offer such experiences as well. You also can't rule out the stellar sea views, which will definitely be worth the small charge you have to pay to get on a ferry here. Number 2. Kayak the beautiful blue waters. For those who are not fans of fishing, swimming, or snorkeling, you can go kayaking on the beautiful blue Samoan waters. The risk factor on this is average, so you can have a lovely time without your heart in your mouth. Feel free to kick back while cruising on a kayak, surrounded by awesome views everywhere you look. Plus, kayaking in the beautiful waters of Samoa is the perfect time to spot some lovely turtles that will make your heart burst with love. Since kayaking is a popular activity here, you should easily find one for rent too. So get ready to pop out your paddles and cruise those waters. Number 1. Join in the joyful Fiafia night. There's almost nothing better than learning the culture of a new country firsthand, and traveling is one of the best ways to experience this. Surely, you'll get a fistful of cultural lessons when you attend a Fiafia night in Samoa. Many big hotels here, like the Sheraton and Tomiasina, host a Fiafia night every week within their property. Interestingly, Fiafia night means happy get-together, and these are not just empty words. So loosen up and watch the locals get into some traditional fa'ata upati, which translates to slap dancing. If you stay more, you can also watch them round it off with energetic dances from men and women. There will also be a bit of fire dancing, but thankfully this doesn't require as much audience participation as the regular dancing. However, the super talented performers are a delight to watch, and you will be happy with yourself for coming. Click here for more places to visit in Oceania.